What's up, everybody? This is Echo Links. Today we're walking through TryHackMe's Windows Fundamentals 1. I'll stay tight to the room's order and questions so you can follow along and submit each answer with confidence. We'll move task by task at a steady pace, and I'll call out the exact strings the room expects when it matters. Task 1. Windows Editions. This section is a quick tour of Windows history, and the difference between editions you'll actually encounter, like Home versus Pro. The point for us is the question at the end. What encryption can you enable on Pro that you can't enable in Home? The answer is BitLocker. On a real machine, you can confirm under Settings, Update and Security, Device Encryption, or BitLocker. Pro exposes BitLocker drive encryption, often with TPM integration and enterprise management features. But for the room, just submit. BitLocker. Task 2. The Desktop GUI. Once you log in, the desktop is your hub. Start menu on the left, the search box, task view, taskbar, toolbars if enabled, and the notification area on the right. You can right-click the desktop to tweak icon size and arrangement, or right-click the taskbar for layout controls. For the questions, to hide the search box, right-click the taskbar, search Hidden, and submit exactly Hidden. To hide the Task View button, toggle off the menu item Show Task View button. Submit that string. And the other icon visible in the notification area, besides Clock and Network, is the Action Center. Submit Action Center. If you need to bring anything back later, use the same taskbar right-click menu to re-enable it. Task 3. Introduction to Windows. Start Machine. Click Start Machine in the room to launch the VM. It may take a couple minutes. You can access the VM directly in your browser or via remote desktop using the credentials the room provides. User administrator, password letmin123, and host machine_IP. If you're using RDP from your system, accept the certificate prompt when it appears. On Connect, you should see a Server 2019 desktop with Server Manager. If you don't, confirm the IP and try again. Once you've verified access, mark the task complete. Task 4. The File System. Modern Windows uses NTFS, New Technology File System. It's a journaling file system, which in practice means better resilience after crashes or power loss, and features FAT never had. Large files, permissions, compression, and EFS encryption. To check the file system type, open File Explorer, this PC, right-click Local Disk C: Properties. You'll see File System, NTFS. To view permissions on any file or folder, right-click, Properties, Security, then select a user or group to see what's allowed. Full Control, Modify, Read and Execute, List Folder Contents, Read, Write. NTFS also supports alternate data streams, ADS, for metadata. You won't see those in Explorer, but PowerShell can enumerate them. The question asks, what is the meaning of NTFS? Submit exactly. New Technology File System. Task 5. The Windows/System 32 folders. The Windows directory contains the operating system. It's usually at C:\Windows, but scripts and tools don't hard-code that. They use the system environment variable %WINDIR%. Press Win plus R. Type %WINDIR%, and you'll jump straight to the correct folder on any system. Inside, System 32 holds critical OS binaries and configuration. Removing or modifying files there can break the OS. The question: what is the system variable for the Windows folder? Submit. %WINDIR%. Task 6. User accounts, profiles, and permissions. Local accounts are typically either administrators or standard users. Admins can change system settings, add, remove users, and install software. Standard users are limited to their own files and can't perform system-level changes. Each account gets a profile under C:\Users. :name on first login. To see users and groups, open the Run dialog, Win plus R, type lusrmgr.msc and press Enter in Users, you'll see the other local account on THM Images. This is commonly TryHackMe, but read and submit the exact username you see. In groups or via the user's properties. Member of, you'll find its memberships. For the room, submit exactly. Remote desktop users, include the comma and spacing. The built-in account for guest access is guest, and the account description you need to submit is the GUI's exact text. Built-in account for guest access to the computer. One practical note. Being in remote desktop users grants RDP sign-in rights, but the account still needs to be enabled and have a password. Task 7. User Account Control, UAC. Most home users run as local administrators, which increases risk. If you're compromised, malware inherits your rights. UAC helps by prompting when an action needs elevation. Standard users will see a shield on apps that require elevation and must provide admin credentials to continue. By default, the built-in administrator account doesn't get UAC prompts. For the question, submit the exact expansion, User Account Control. Task 8. Settings and the Control Panel. Windows has two places for configuration, the Modern Settings app and the Legacy Control Panel. Many workflows start in Settings and deep link into Control Panel for advanced applets. Network adapter options are a classic example. Settings, Network and Internet, Status. Change adapter options opens the Control Panel view. For the question, switch Control Panel to View by small icons, then scroll to the end. Submit exactly. Windows Defender Firewall. If you're ever unsure where a toggle lives, use Start Menu Search and follow where it routes you. Task 9. Task Manager. Task Manager shows what's running, resource usage, users, services, and PIDs. Open it with the direct hotkey control plus Shift plus Escape, then click More Details for the full view. A quick workflow. Find an app under Processes, then switch to Details to see the corresponding PID for precise control or scripting. For the question, submit the shortcut exactly as Control plus Shift plus Escape. Task 10. Conclusion. That's the module. Desktop Basics, NTFS, the Windows and System. 32 folders, accounts and groups, UAC, Settings versus Control Panel, and Task Manager. When you're done, terminate the VM from the room page so you don't leave it running. If you want to keep momentum, move straight into Windows Fundamentals 2. It builds on this foundation cleanly. Nice work finishing Windows Fundamentals 1.